Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for MB Destiny. And this is the Heine Custom color scheme, which is orange. And I'm a big fan of orange, my favorite color. And I'm really happy they made this. And plus, I've been meaning to get a MB Destiny. I think it's one of the coolest ones out there. But obviously, it depends on each of us. XJs are also awesome. And actually, hoping they ever re-release 00 Gundam. It's another one of my favorites design. So here we go. I just want to quickly go over this. I will start over the review, starting with the box as always. But yeah, this is amazing. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so we start out with this shipper box. And I believe this is a show exclusive. So actually kind of hard to get unless you're in a show. And actually to get this right away. Otherwise, you may have to wait. I think it's you can order through P Bandai, and you might get it next year. And so it just depends on how much you want it. Luckily for me, a friend by the name of Arval got this, or was able to show me a cool website that lets us buy it right away. It did cost a little bit more, and later on we found out that when there's another pre-order for a lot less. But that's the one again that comes out next year. For me, I have no regrets getting this right away. And I know I spend a little bit more, but this is amazing. Anyways, here's the box for the shipper. You know, your kind of standard shipper box. It says Destiny Gundam there, Heine Custom. Yep. How do I know Western Plus? Well, my first SD is the Zaku Warrior Heine Custom, the orange one. And yeah, it's pretty much the same on all sides. I just want to show the shipper box. Alright, moving on. Alright, and this is the actual box. Actually, funny thing is, I actually don't know who Heine is. I partially watched see Destiny. I saw his mobile suit, but didn't get far. I just can't watch the anime. Yeah. Anyways, getting back to this, really nice box. It says here 04 concluders. Yeah, I'm not sure what that meant. Yep. So this is going to be partially a blind review again. Time Machine Nation 2015. Yep. All that good stuff. It's a big box too. And it has that nice shade of orange that I like. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it for this box. Really nice. Alright, we get the illustrated booklet. Always nice to just glance on this. Here we go. We have quite a bit of a loadout. You have the base. You have the boomerangs here that goes on the shoulder. You got the shields, side binders, the weapons, a variety of hands. It tells you which one's attachable, removable, and movable. And all the instructions on how to put all the armors. And yep, all that good stuff. Even on here. Yep. It's yeah, it is quite amazing. There's a lot of stuff in this. Alright, we get this really nice base here. And just look at that glitter on the rose insignia. Really nice. Again, it's 04 concluders. And then we have a service number here. Heine Custom. ZGMF X42S Revolution Destiny Gundam. Really nice. I like the insignia here and the molding on this, but I think kind of like the other Melvilles, the base is just kind of plain. But then again, the main focus is the figure, not so much for this. But it's a nice sturdy one. It is somewhat similar to the mold kit base that we've seen, the action base. We have, actually you cannot slide this. I think, there we go. You can slide from here, it allows you to raise it up and down. And there's a tab here, which allows you to slide this out even further up. And also a tab here which kind of open or allows you to move this and locks it in place. Yep. Typically, I just push this all the way down here. You don't want this to be too high. Just the reason being, you don't want it to fall. So I just keep it in the lowest position possible. Alright, we get the Destiny here without the wings, and it's just amazing. Just starting with the head here, you got that nice metallic green eyes. You got gold on the V-fin as well as the sides there. Nicely done. And you got a bit of a different shade of bluish gray here. Yeah, just really cool. Then you have this collar here, which is gunmetal, and that is die cast. Yep. The main joints here, like here in the elbows and the knees, they are die cast. Sections of the feet feels like it is die cast. Actually, this is die cast. Yep, quite a bit of die cast on this one. Again, male builds. That's what you're going for. And this has some weight to it, but not too much. And I think it's just nicely proportioned. Yep. And just gotta make sure it's balanced before it tips over. Yep. Really cool. Articulation wise, let's see here. So we have the neck. Fairly good. Fairly good despite the collar there. Yep. And this is my first time moving this, so bear with me. You got the waist here. I think you can move down his torso, which actually it's kind of cool that that part slides down. Really cool. And just be careful as you move this around. You're not rubbing off another piece. And I don't think he has much of a back. Yep. On the back side here, you have several connection pegs. This is for the base. I actually use this more so than this one. You have another option to connect it right there as well. Yep. So 2 connection points, but I like this one more, and I think this is a lot more stable. This is connected to the main waist area, so it's not detachable, which is good. Otherwise, let me just grab the rifle here. And there is a connection peg right here. Let me just demonstrate that and mounts it on the back. We'll get back to this in a bit. Yeah, that's just great. Moving on here, we have the shoulder plate. It kind of opens up. It's on that kind of like free floating that shoulder armor, or the shoulder joint, and looking from that joint, we're able to slide this out. I think you can slide this out a little bit more. Huh. Am I missing something here? Yeah, there's another swivel point there, but it's not letting me. Huh. Interesting. Then over here, you got Bicep Swivel. Oh yeah, I'm really curious on that one. There we go. Yeah, you gotta really loosen that up, but yeah, you can probably be able to reach the other shoulder without joint, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. Huh. Then you get the elbow joint. It does hit over there on the top, so huh. And you have a forearm swivel. This piece right here, I don't think you can remove it. I tried to, because sometimes it's just a lot easier to remove all these parts when you're putting or replacing the wrist or the hand here. And yeah, this one is stuck, but you are able to replace this, and actually you only get one of these armor plate to swap out with the other hands. There we go. Let's just put that back there. You get that swivel here, which is great. And yeah, obviously you can rotate the hands, but that's gonna hit that. Some nice details on the gold here. Moving on, we have this side binders here which have to put on. It's a little tricky at first because it has to snap in place, and yeah, it kind of gets in the way sometimes. You have the front skirt, which is jointed, and you're able to separate them. Kind of gives you a bit more freedom, which is great. You got some lettering here, HW Custom, the number, Revolution. Let's see if I can zoom in that one. There we go. And on the back skirt, it's just that peg. For the legs, you got some die cast joints there as well. And I think you have a tie swivel right there on the base of the leg towards the waist. Knee bend, you have that sliding motion there. It's not too bad. And on the back, it's kind of cool that this thing slides down. Yep, and you got this flap here that you can move out. There's like a thruster there. Huh. Then you have the ankle joint, which is quite stiff. Die cast joint again. And you get some toe joint movement. Yep. And you got more decal displaying there. Yeah, really nice. And all over you got this, a lot of just gold trims, the orange. That's just amazing. Alright, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Let's go over some of the accessories. Alright, now I'm gonna start with the shield, or actually, these are the boomerangs. So this goes on the shoulder, but before I put it there, you do have a pair of that. And you get a pair of effect parts. Here's the one of them, which it's just a straight. Has some silver coating on it, just a little bit, which just makes it a lot nicer. And to attach this, we're just gonna put this, I think this way. There we go. And you can detach this handle right here. There we go, and put the hands. Now the hands are a little bit tricky to put on. Let me see if I can get the right one. Actually, this one is not. I think the railgun or the rifle is. So there we go. And you kind of need to be in a certain angle. The part of the knuckle is kind of, or this part here kind of hits it. Kind of holds it in place actually. So there we go. Otherwise, you can swap this out and give you another one. Two of these. And this is kind of when he throws it and kind of becomes a boomerang or a short dagger. So that's a really cool effect right there. Yep. Makes you wonder, how come they didn't just put it on the bottom here so you can have it attached to the shoulder and still use it. You never know when you're like, you have your shoulder up against your enemy and just, you know what, surprise. Well, oh well. Anyway, so here we go. There's just a connection peg right there, and it just attaches. There we go. And just makes the shoulder a lot more broader, which is great. Yeah, Destiny is one of those cool looking design, and it makes you wonder. It's actually one of the protagonists, or one of the good guys or I guess the main character is Gundam, could easily be an enemies. And especially with that face, it looks like it's like a jester's mask. Right, so moving on, let's see what we got here. Oh, why not? Let's go with this beam shield. Nicely detailed, and from what you can see, we're basically just gonna swap it out here. So I'm just gonna demonstrate on this side here. Pop this out and put it on. There we go. That's a nice clear blue, and even in the middle, it's a different shade of blue. You do have a pair of that, so you can put it on both sides. Honestly, I'm not gonna use this shield for display. You are getting so much accessories on this one. Yeah, but more than likely I'm not gonna be using this, but it is a nice effect, and it does complete. Yeah. Gotta have those. Otherwise, you're gonna get your regular shield, which is right here. Your Destiny shield. Whoops. So on this one, you have to snap it out. It's just held by pegs. There we go. And there's tabs there, and basically we're just gonna put it to the next one, and this gives you the illusion that it's open up. There we go. And you get some connection pegs, which is pegs right here on the forearm. There we go. Yeah, it's a nice shield. And let's see. Weapons. Or actually, let's go with a different variety of hands. Alright, as I mentioned before, replacing the hands could be troublesome, and we'll see how this goes. So aside from the closed fist, you're gonna have the open hands, and these are great. I think I've seen it like in video games where you kind of have like an energy effect, kind of like Iron Man on his hands right here. It's kind of like shining fingers. Yep, so you get a pair of that. Let's see here. That's not it. There we go. So you have a pair of the hand to hold the daggers or the boomerangs. So this is it. And you have another set for holding the sword. This one is more angled, as you can see here. Oops. And inside it doesn't have that effect for the open hands. Yep. Obviously you don't want that inside there for that particular hand. And you have a pair for the trigger finger, and this works out for the rifle. You can place it either way. And that's it for the hands. Alright, now I just want to demonstrate how to put on the hands because we're gonna use it later on. Alright, so pop out the shield. We're not gonna use that. Pop out this one. Again, less things to worry about. Unfortunately, I have not found a way to take this out here. So we'll just leave that there. Leave it right there. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. Alright, so carefully twist this around while you gently push it out. I think after the initial ones, and once you start swapping them, it gets a lot easier. It loosens up a bit, which is good. And you attach this. So again, be careful and just squeeze your way in there. And again, be mindful where you're holding the Destiny, because you don't want to break something. There's a lot of sharp points, and as much as possible, have a firm grip here. Actually, if you can on the base. Although if you hold this too much here, you might end up forcing this white piece out. It does come out, so Just take your time and be patient with it. Once you get it on there, there we go. And I'm just gonna actually just leave it on that post right there. Well, actually for this one, since we're gonna put the plate back, you need that to be in that certain position right there. There we go. And this is for the rifle later on. Same thing with the other side. Yeah, let me demonstrate it again. There we go. And I'm using this angled one for the sword. Slide this in. It's one of the problems. It tends to swerve, and yeah, it's gotta be patient with it. And I'm just sliding out the white piece now. And this one is such in an angle too. Yeah, it's. Why did they make this? Like, and again, just take your time. It's almost in there. There we go. That's as close as I can. All right. There has to be a better way to do this. Well, I guess once you put it on, more than likely you're not gonna be swapping it out. It's not really a action figure that you can play around with it a lot. Yeah, so let me get this in there. Alright, looking at the wings, now this is quite nice. You got that a different shade of gold, kind of like your champagne gold right there. Some lettering again. Yep, and you got this nice metallic orange here in the middle. You got this basically where you put the weapons on the back. Yep, quite great. And you got this wings here, which extends out. Actually, when you get this out of your packaging, there's plastic on both sides, so you just gotta carefully, oops, pop those out. There we go. Same thing on the other side. I guess you open up this first. There we go. There we go. Trying to get that out. Yep. And as you open this, you'll see that thing slide out. Actually, you gotta make sure it's all the way out, because I thought it was just loose. Turns out there's an angle there and holds it in place. There you go. And you're able to slide it down from that joint right there, as well as you got this die-cast joint here, allows you to move it forward and back. So that's great. And you have this thing here that allows you to slide it in and out. Sorry, in and out here. So it kind of gives you a little bit more freedom to move the weapons around. And you have a sliding thrusters here. Yep. There we go. And we're just gonna mount this on the back of Destiny, which is right here. And you know, just again, take your time, make sure the V-fin is out of the way and snaps in place. There we go. Yep. Right, so once we get the wings there, actually let me get him leveled on the ground. Let's go attach the, actually let's take a look at the weapons, and well, before we put it there. Right, so you got these two awesome weapons. You got the, this I forgot what this is called. It's a giant sword. It's supposed to cut down ships. Yeah, that's quite amazing. So before I get to open this, I'm gonna attach this on here. There's tabs, as you can see there, the gray pieces, and it's just slides in there. There's tabs here, actually, and kind of just find a sweet spot. There we go. So that's one. Let me get him leveled again. Let's go grab the other one. And you have this long rifle here, or kind of like a railgun. Really nice. Got some nice details. Even lettering. Got the handle here. And likewise, we have these tabs here, which just slides in there. There we go. And this one, I believe you can slide this out on the underarm, like so, and which allows you to open it up. There we go. And once you got that lock in place, get the handle here, and there's a nifty gimmick here where you can open up this part right here, and this bottom part opens up. Let me try it again. It slides down, just makes it a lot bigger. That's really cool. And there's another piece in front. Just gonna pop this open. It's really hard to hold this with one hand. There we go. It slides down and kind of reveals more pieces there. I think it's just the lower part here. Yep, really great. Let's see here how we're gonna do this. Probably gonna do this off camera where I put this on here. It's a little bit tricky, but it's doable. Now the next part, we grab the sword here. There we go. Just want to make sure I didn't scratch that. Alright, so alright, I managed to put it on there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so next part is this giant sword, which I should have done a little bit of my research to know what the name of this, but some of you probably know what this is. So we got some lettering here. It says MM1714. And basically this one just slides out like so, and be careful on this corner right here. There we go, slide it out and snap it back in place. There's a little tab on the back here. You slide this up. I'm not too sure what the significance of that, but well, you need that to put on the beam effect. There is another segment here. This one slides out. That kind of goes in there, locks it in place. Then you have the kind of your guards here. There we go. And the effect part. So you get this nice effect part here. You got the pink effect, and you just kind of match this. So I touch this on the bottom first. That goes in there, and there we go. Actually quite straightforward to put on. Now on the back here, you can pop this out. There we go. And this allows you to put the sword in. Just gonna slide this in here. I would suggest to put the hand first before you put the sword, because if you have the hand on the sword and trying to put it on the wrist, that could lead to problems. There we go. And we're just gonna snap this back in. Alright, we got the giant sword right there. There we go. Quite amazing. Almost forgot about the rifle here. Alright, so just kind of quickly go over this MA Bar 73S. Some nice decals there. A nice color as well. You got gunmetal, Not sure what color that is, but it's a nice shade. Kind of like reddish. Yep. You got the scope here. You can slide out side to side. Get that back connection there. You get the swivel point here, which you can Destiny can hold like this. Yeah, quite great. I don't think there's anything or something special on in terms of this extending or whatnot, but I think that's about it. Really nice. And there we have it, metal build Destiny Heine Custom. Really amazing figure. I highly recommend getting it. And if you have not gotten a metal build, I know it's tough, especially for someone who build kits. Seeing this one on another scale. Someone could just say, I can just build a master grade, make it look like this. Or, you know, get the Western plus Destiny mold kit. I think there's a variant for that, or I think it might have been exclusive too. And just build that, paint it, and make it look like this. You can do that, but it's gonna be hard to make it look like this. There's a lot of things on this, the die-cast parts, obviously, the weapons. I'm not sure if that's even molded the same way as the kits, the decals, the effect parts, and even the base. So definitely worth picking this up, or even just considering getting one. And like me, I tried the Freedom Gundam and I'm hooked, and this is just an amazing line. Yeah, it's your higher end for Gundam figures. Really great. Anyways, that's about it for the review. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, I'd like to thank my friend Armval for showing me the link. I think that website does not have it anymore. It's probably sold out, although they might have pre-orders. And actually, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm not gonna even reveal that website. And I've seen this around for pre-orders. And you may have to even go to your third party or your middleman services for this. But definitely check it out. And hopefully they reissue some of the previous metal builds. I actually wouldn't mind getting the regular Destiny. Even though it's the same, that color scheme is cool too. And I think from the show, like the Tamashii Nation showcase, they have Wings of Light. So I'm not sure if that's an add-on they're going to be releasing, or they're going to be reissuing Destiny again, and that'll be great, especially for those who have been wanting to get one. Anyways, that's it for the review. Again, if you have any questions, let me know, but that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.